Here's a Star Wars hot take for you. The duel in Attack of the Clones is one of the worst duels in Star Wars. Hey, look, somebody's already typing about the duels in the sequels to push the criticism away. Well, knock it off, Sparky! We'll get to the sequel duels another time. For now, we're focusing on this caffeinated little train wreck. Obi-Wan and Anakin and Yoda versus Count Dooku is such a disjointed, disappointing, and overstuffed duel, especially when compared to Duel of the Fates or Anakin versus Obi-Wan, the two best duels in the prequels. First of all, the legendary Sir Christopher Lee was almost 80 when he played Dooku, meaning most of his fighting had to be done with a stunt double, which would have been fine as we see in this film and the following. They would CGI Lee's face onto the stunt double in a pretty convincing effect. Unfortunately, the editing of this duel doesn't allow you to fully appreciate the impressive choreography as it cuts around every 2 seconds to a different shot. Then you have Anakin's duel with Dooku, where he grabs two lightsabers and we think, okay, here we go, time for some double saber action. He loses the second saber in literally 5 seconds. Then we get this cool shot of the two of them dueling in the dark. Unfortunately, it's ruined by the constant close-ups of Hayden and Christopher Lee where they spin their sabers like a rave dance. What they should have done was film this whole portion of the duel in silhouette. Not only would that look incredible and harken back to Luke versus Vader on Bespin, but it would also allow the choreography to shine because you wouldn't have to CGI Lee's face onto the stunt double, since it would be in darkness anyway. Then Anakin opens his arms and lets Dooku cut his arm off. Why they couldn't just trim a single second of footage from the film to fix this mistake, I'm not sure. Then we get Yoda's duel with Dooku, and this is so bad that it's actually amazing. You can tell the original plan was most likely just to have a force battle between Yoda and Dooku, but George probably decided he wanted another lightsaber duel, and so they just told Lee's stunt double to just flail around wildly and we'll CGI Yoda in. Trust us, it'll look amazing. And it did! In his duel with Palpatine. Here, it looks ridiculous. Now, I know people have a lot of nostalgia for this duel, but let's be honest, it's pretty weak compared to the others. Can we at least agree on that? If you're gonna complain about the sequels in the comments on this video that doesn't have anything to do with the sequels anyway, can we at least agree this could have been better?